Welcome back to Super Cup 2017 on day 3. The date today is the 10th of December. It is the last day of Super Cup right here from Emerald Resort and Casino. What a day. We have our last Champions Division 2 players going on in the preliminary rounds, and then we're going into all our finals of different divisions. We are running a bit behind schedule, so I don't have much time to talk about. We're going to hop straight into the first match, which is Brutal Affliction versus Patriots. Patriots winning one match yesterday against Reaper, playing very defensively, and our head our head ref Byron van Staden is going to kick us off any second now.
10 seconds.
There we go, Brutal Affliction breaking left from right. Patriots playing very defensively yesterday, but they now both teams throwing a player up to that 50-yard line. Brutal Affliction also taking their time. They have a player there on the far Dorito side and the safe snake side bunker. Patriots, as usual, I called it very defensive. They have that temple player and that rocket side bunker control. There's an exchange on the 50. Brutal Affliction player down, but no player down on Patriots. As I mentioned, that Patriots player down, a 1-for-1 exchange. He was very unlucky to not pick up. Oh, and he did. He did well to pick up the Brutal Affliction player as well. So one Patriot player with a bit of aggression coming past that 50 wall, a big exchange there, and then on Dorito 1 to the right, meaning he takes 2-for-1 exchange. Brutal Affliction lose one of their back bunkers. The Patriot player moves to the right-hand safe snake bunker. Lots happening there. Again, they all have that Dorito side tall rocket bunker up and that temple player not moving. Brutal Affliction have the Dorito side Coke bunker covered. No temple player. They do have the big Coke side bunker on the snake side player, and then the safety snake on the left. Less exchanges moving. A Brutal Affliction player has moved up to Dorito 1. I see now on the right that Patriots also have a Brutal 1, not a Brutal 1 player, also have a player in Dorito 1, moving a player up to Dorito 3 now. Patriots maybe not playing as defensive as they had yesterday, but the exchange at the moment, it does seem that Patriots does have the gun advantage on a 4-3 advantage. Not much field advantage happening at the moment. The exchanges have slowed down. We have noticed that the games start off a bit slower in the first 10 minutes of their rounds, and then only start getting a lot more exciting when the times go. Patriots lose their Dorito 3 player. They move their temple runner up into the rocket side bunker on the far right Dorito side of the field. Less exchanges happening at the moment. Brutal Affliction keeping their communication up. Patriots seeming not to talk too much, but is it from not knowing what to do, or is it because everyone is fulfilling their roles perfectly? Again, welcome to Super Cup 2017, our last day here. A referee runs up to check a Brutal Affliction player. Cleared to play, nothing on the hopper or the gun. Clearly the Brutal Affliction player asking for the check there. Patriots do lose a player. Not sure from where though, but he is leaving the field around the back of the Patriots base. They lose their Dorito 1 player on the far right as well, meaning that advantage now pretty balanced. Brutal Affliction moving a player up straight into Snake 50. He should be on your screen up now, right in front of us. They have the Dorito 1 safe side Snake bunker and now Snake 50 throwing down, getting that Patriot player on the rocket side Dorito bunker. And Brutal Affliction running up Snake corner. There was a Snake corner exchange there. Brutal Affliction being patient, coming up with the right aggression at the right time, doing very well there, taking out all the Patriots players. They should run up. It does seem that the Brutal Affliction player did lose his life in that exchange, but there they go for the buzzer. Welcome back. Your next round of games is Team Dynamics versus Apocalypse. Apocalypse breaking right to left, Dynamics left to right.
10 seconds.
Dynamics playing very well yesterday, winning almost all of their games, only losing one to Reaper, which was a very hotbed issue there, quite a few flags. It was the only time Dynamics showed any form of ill discipline on their side, getting a red flag, meaning that then Reaper was able to snatch the last point in the dying seconds in the Champs 2 Division. Dynamics moving up slowly, losing a player there, referee calls him out. Apocalypse player on the 50 and Dynamics a player on the 50. Dynamics loses 2. There's going to be an exchange there. Big exchange on the Dynamics player. Dynamics making a mistake. Going for that 50 exchange but not out on the Apocalypse player. Dang, Garfoot going to be very annoyed with himself. They came for the exchange on the 50, getting shot himself by the Dorito side and Temper side bunker without taking that 50 man out. So Apocalypse with a field advantage and a very clear gun advantage at the moment. I don't have eyes on a Dynamic player at the moment. Yes. There he is on the far side, tall rocket bunker right at the back. But Apocalypse have a 3-2, if not 4 man advantage at the moment. There they do lose a player on their far Dorito side. I have vision on 2 Apocalypse players, communicating a lot now between themselves though. Ref going in to check the Apocalypse player on the 50 wall. Being very thorough, checking the hopper in case there was no feeling there. Apocalypse player moving into the snake. That's me a lot of paint. This is literally the first game and I'm already painted with a bit of paint. That's very childish of these players, but I have to understand it. We know why they're doing what they're doing. Apocalypse moving up into the opposite snake, snake 2. It does seem that there is a Dynamics player at the Dorito 1 who is very well hidden. And then they take their Rocket player out. So 2-1 advantage. Only the one Dorito player there and Dynamics out. Apocalypse playing very well, taking out Dynamics, moving up to take the point. Very well played by Apocalypse.
Towel. Point approved. Ten seconds.
Patriots breaking left to right. Brutal Affliction leading 1-0 at the moment after taking the first point against Patriots. So we will have to see that. Both players throwing a man up at the 50, keeping those heads down. You can hear in the background a lot of paint being exchanged there. I haven't seen, there we go, Brutal Affliction and Patriots lose a player each. That's their 50 ball players respectively. Brutal Affliction loses a second coke side bunk on the far right there. They do have their Rocket player and they've lost their Temple. Now their Rocket. Now Patriots paying in kind the returner back that Brutal Affliction did in the previous round. Moving up on the snake opposite 2 side. Not sure where the last Brutal Affliction player is, but Patriots moving up to square him up, open him up. There we go. Brutal Affliction has been taken out by the looks of it. Patriots look like they're going to draw it all up. They are taking them time to take the buzzer, which the towel might be thrown in. A very quick round there. I wasn't able to see the time exactly. Whilst we're waiting for that point, remember you are tuned into the Facebook live stream of Super Cup 2017 at the Emerald Resort and Casino. Sorry, Summer Cup's a horse race. This is Paintball. Not exactly sports. Not exactly sports you get confused very easily, but I still managed to do it somehow. At the moment, Dynamics making their way across the field to go, breaking right to left.
Point approved. 30 seconds.
Dynamics going 1-0 down to Apocalypse. Apocalypse doing very well to take that point. We're going to wait for the 20 and 10 second buzzer and bring that action back live to you.
Ten seconds.
Apocalypse breaking early. It does seem that he's been called out, but yes, there's the call out. No flag though. He was called out early. Apocalypse break there. Now they're playing very defensive. Dynamics on your right to left, moving a player up into that Dorito 3. A big slide in there. A ref goes to check the Temple player. the old Coke side on Dorito side, checking him thoroughly, making sure there's nothing there. Apocalypse, after being aggressive in the first round, coming in a bit slower. Patriots going back to their game of patience. Their previous round, Dynamics, sorry, I'm thinking Patriots here. Dynamics was rocked in their first round, really struggling. Maybe the early morning hours, not quite heads in the game yet. But both teams being very defensive. The exchange of paint has slowed down a bit. I am going to keep an eye on the time for you. Yeah, but it should be on your screens as well. There, player called on Apocalypse. A lot of paint being exchanged. No positional changes so far. And as I mentioned it, Snake corner on the far right hand side. Dynamics now takes that position. They still have the Dorito 3. Apocalypse loses another bunker player, moving a player into that far Snake left hand corner. A Snake 50 on Dynamics and a Snake 2. No hits there. Dorito 3 and a Dorito 4 with the man up on the 50. Dynamics moving up very smoothly. They've taken, there's a penalty called and a player out. The yellow flag on Apocalypse, meaning Apocalypse are done.
Game stopped.
Game stopped. Point approved. Very well played. That yellow flag meaning the swing point going right across there. Also now meaning Dynamics ties it up 1-1. Brutal Affliction will be breaking left to right against the Patriots. It is drawn 1-1 at the moment. Apocalypse starting with 4 in their next round down to
1 minute.
starting with 4 in their next round down to that penalty infraction. Head ref Byron van Staden will be explaining to us exactly what happened there when he gets an opportunity. Just setting up the field at the moment, making everyone is in the correct positions. Again, the current score: Brutal Affliction Patriots 1, Dynamics APOC 1. Patriots and Brutal Affliction, there's still about just over 5 minutes left to play. So not much happening there, but it is still very tight.
30 seconds. Twenty seconds.
Talking. I never said a word. I heard you from here, guys. As you walked off, you know, come on.
10 seconds.
No. Taxi wall.
Patriots breaking right to left. Brutal Affliction going in with a bit more aggression this time than the previous round. Patriots playing Snake 1, busy getting checked to see if that Snake position really caught them out yet or not. He's not playing on until he gets cleared, knowing the rules well. Waiting he's been cleared so he can play. Yet to see anyone leave the field on both sides. Brutal Affliction does have that player up on the 50. As I mentioned, I'm checking. Ref calls 1, calls 2. Patriot loses 2. They do have the Dorito side bunker. Brutal Affliction loses 1 in the far back. They're moving players up very slowly. They still have that 50 wall up. Remember, the time is 1-1 at the moment. Brutal moving a player into the Snake side corner. A little jump there on the 50 wall trying to get involved. Patriots staying very central compared to the previous game where they tried to go down the lines a lot more excessively. Wow, sorry. Clearly the last day owning up my words. I clearly have a word count that I'm just running out of at the moment. There on the Snake side right hand corner, Patriots playing a bit more defensive. Brutal Affliction getting pumped by the Dorito 1 player at the 50-yard wall. Now Brutal Patriots moving to the 50 wall and the Dorito 3 on the opposite side of the field. Brutal Affliction. Towel thrown in. Patriots take another point. 2-1.
Point approved. 30 seconds.
4 minutes left in that game. Now there's Dynamics versus APOC. Remember, APOC will start with only 4 players due to a yellow card infraction.
20 seconds.
Not a yellow card, a yellow flag infraction on the previous round.
Ten seconds.
Dynamics breaking left to right. The hopper pops open with a lot of paint falling out there, but we'll see if the round goes long enough for that to cause a problem. Apocalypse playing with 4, playing a lot defensively. Dynamics not really being as aggressive. They do have a player here on the Snake 2 wing position. They lose their back temple center player. Snake player moving up. They've also got a Snake 1. Apocalypse being very calm, realizing that they manned up. They run their temple player to their far Dorito side. 45. completely being called. Player being called out there by the Apocalypse side. Good shooting by Dynamics there. We'll have to see how this pans out. Apocalypse is 1, 2. Paint in the face. I ate that in the teeth. A great thing there. Apocalypse knocked out. Clearly that fourth man, losing their fifth man, a problem there. Dynamics are going to take their time. Player check. Red card infraction. Red card infraction on Dynamics. This is going to be a problem now. We're losing 1, losing 2. Do they have any players left? Red card infraction.
Point approved.
Point goes to Dynamics. 2-1.
30 seconds.
Towel being thrown in. They had enough players for the point, for the towel by Apocalypse being thrown in, so they do still win that point. So,
Timeout.
timeout called. Timeout taken by Brutal Affliction, wanting to settle. We're going to take a 1-minute breather as I rinse my mouth out of all the paint that I just ate in the teeth, and then we'll come right back.
No, there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Can't catch me, I be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know who you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on a star. Time to show 'em who's in charge. Call me a shooting star.
Seconds.
We are live back here at Patriots playing left to right, and who is it? Brutal Affliction on the right to left. Brutal taking a time out there.
10 seconds.
Patriots coming left to right yesterday, playing very defensive compared to Brutal Affliction. Brutal lose a play on the far Dorito side. Patriots not losing a play yet. As you can hear, a lot of paint being exchanged. Very impressive stuff. Can't see anyone else being dropped here. Brutal Affliction playing more defensive. Patriots have lost their safe snake side bunker. Snake not being utilized. Brutal Affliction loses one on the snake side rocket. Their Temple player and their Dorito side rocket bunker still being utilized. Patriots up to the 50 and the Dorito 4. They are going to start moving up now by the looks of it. Brutal Affliction guns down. It does seem that Patriots have the advantage. Finally, they're playing left and right instead of not up and down the field. Brutal Affliction play a big exchange there with 4. Great exchange, 1-for-1. And there, Patriots lose their Temple player. So,
Towel.
towel thrown in.
Point approved.
Point approved. Patriots losing 3-1 against Brutal. It's going to be Dynamics versus APOC.
Thirty seconds. $20.
There's your 20-second count. Apocalypse going left to right. Losing 2-1 to Dynamics at the moment. There's about 5 minutes left.
10 seconds.
Not a big break by either team here. Both teams opting for a more defensive route here. No one in the Snake's corners yet reflectively. Or Apocalypse not having the best communication. 2 men behind the bunker wearing it. If he didn't have his goggles, most definitely would have lost an eye. Apocalypse moving a play to the Snake 1. Dynamics staying a lot more defensive. Remember in the previous round, there goes an Apocalypse player out from the Snake 1 position. Head ref calling him out there, right there in the pink jersey. Should be on the left of your screen depending which camera shot is on at the moment. A lot of paint being exchanged. Apocalypse on the far side, Dorito 1, and then the coat side, Snake side bunker. Dynamics moving a play into Snake 2 wings. They also have the Dorito rocket side bunker up, and then the Snake side coat. A ref checking a player there on the Dynamic side. Yeah, at Snake 50, trying to take out that Dorito 1 player. trying to take out that Dorito 1 player on the far side of the field. So that essentially means the field is going to start being cut open, which means I'm going to eat more paint. Apocalypse loses another snake side player. They only have the Coke side and Dorito 1 player up at the moment. More paint coming at 50-50 across. This is getting lots of fun. Frankly, this is just fun sitting where I'm sitting. The Dynamics team not moving up as aggressively as they probably could, but they don't want to fall for that trap of losing players too quickly and throwing the advantage away. Dynamics now moving a player up to the 50 and Dorito 1. They've also got the Snake player across on the whole field. Apocalypse loses a Dorito player. Oh, again, more paint 50-50. I'm just covering my eyeballs. Where are my sunglasses? That should protect me.
Towel.
Towel thrown
Point
in.
approved.
Point approved.
30 seconds.
Dynamics leading 3-1. Apocalypse struggling a bit in that round. More paint in my
20
face.
seconds. Ten seconds.
Patriots breaking right from left. Now Patriots lead 3-1. There's 3 minutes 30 here. So if Brutal Affliction can snatch a quick point, they can make something happen. Brutal Affliction, 2 players on the temple, finally moving 1 out onto the Coke side to Dorito bunker. It does seem that Brutal Affliction is playing more defensively. Patriots not as defensive as they were yesterday and moving up players. It seems like they have a better balance. It also seems to be working in their favor. They do lose their Dorito side rocket bunker player on the Patriots side. Brutal Affliction very spread out at the moment, but very defensive. I don't feel that they can be, with the score being 3-1 with 3 minutes left. Patriots, knowing they for once can be a little defensive and not pushing the envelope too much. Brutal Affliction does have that 50 player up to help on the aggressive side. The communication on the Patriots side very good. A player check there on the Snake side, Coke bunker cleared to play. They've also got their temple player then in the center, Coke can right on the further on the Dorito side in the middle. Oh, look at that, a Brutal Affliction player called out. Rear on the Snake 2 wings corner, so Brutal Affliction dropping players a bit, not being able to move up. Remember, time is being eaten away. 2 minutes 20, so if Brutal can get a 3, can win this, they can go 3-2. They don't have the aggression, I feel. The problem is Patriots knew they could sit back, meaning that any big aggressive play wouldn't have really been met very well. Patriots player moving up to the Snake 2-year position. Now they're counteracting with a bit of aggression on their own, which could catch Brutal out if they're not careful. The wall player still in for Brutal Affliction. That wall player trying to open up that Snake position to try and give that fire. Remember, apart from the Snake player and the far Dorito 1, Patriots have 4. Brutal lose their wall player. Patriots have 4. They have the gun advantage, the time, and the points at the moment. Brutal Affliction does have the Dorito 1 player, and it looks like a left-hand safe Snake side bunker. Now there you can hear Patriot exactly calling out Brutal Affliction's positioning. There the player on Brutal Affliction moving out to Dorito 3. Trying to open up the field. There's just about a minute left. You should hear the call now.
60 seconds.
There you go. It seems Brutal Affliction has lost the opportunity, in my opinion, to win this match, or at least even push it into overtime to see what happens. Unless they quickly snatch one up and can snatch a 3rd-point draw in a 20-second or 30-second round. Patriots happy to sit back, not rushing whatsoever. They've still got their back tempo player. Coach going in to check a player. Oh, Patriots do lose a player there though, so it's a 2v2. A 3v2. Brutal Affliction had a far side player, now he's got no idea. Balls, more paint in my face. There has been an exchange here on the Snake side bunker. Brutal Affliction losing their player. Patriots keeping theirs in the exchange. There does seem to be a bit of confusion. There has been a dead man talking, but has it been a yellow flag infringement yet? Patriots playing well. There is only 10 seconds on the clock. The score at the moment is 3-2 to 3-1 to Patriots. We're waiting for some point confirmation there, and the refs having a bit of a conversation. Again, I'm eating more paint. I thought paintball was supposed to be played left to right, but these oaks are clearly playing up and down.
Point approved.
Getting me
30 seconds.
Getting me into a lot more action than I originally thought I would be. Point approved. 3-2 to Patriots. 10 seconds left on the clock.
20 seconds.
Dynamics breaking left to right against APOC. Dynamics leading 3-1.
10 seconds.
Again, that hop-on dynamic side popping open. Clearly there's something not working there. APOC being nice and aggressive, pushing 2 players to the 50 wall. Dynamics not losing their safe snake side bunker with a yellow flag infringement. Their first mistake of the day. Yesterday they did have a red flag infringement leading to their loss against Reaper. APOC have the man advantage and the gun advantage. Reaper lose another, not Reaper, sorry, Dynamics lose another player. APOC in a sound position here. They lose one of their 50 wall players, but they still have another there, so no rush there. They have a snake 1 player as well. Yellow flag on APOC, losing 1, losing 2. Now there's a balance between Dynamics and APOC all over again with yellow flag. Player called on Dynamics. There we go. Apocalypse looks like they could claw back a point here. Points being 3-1. So if Apocalypse do that, there's still over 2 minutes left. So let's see if they can bring this home, or the last remaining Dynamics player can get involved here and make something happen. APOC moving up on the snake side, which means more bullet fire is going to be coming 50-50 across the field rather than left to right like it is currently at the Dorito side, which means I'm probably going to be involved all over again. I'm wearing a blue jersey and blue shorts, and I'm more yellow than blue at this stage. I need danger pay. I'm definitely going to have to resort out my contract there, even though I didn't know what I was getting into. APOC pushing up on Dynamics. Dynamics play eliminated. APOC running up to the flag, not wasting time. To the towel, to the base rather, not the flag. They're going to be checked by the refs and use the chrono to check it, meaning APOC got 3-2 into the scenario there with a few minutes left to play.
Not going to play 10 seconds left, guys. Duncan, we're off. Duncan, we're off. 10 seconds, guys. I'm just getting what they tell me. They tell me 10 seconds according to the time of their guys.
A bit of conversation about the 10-second play at the moment. Brutal Affliction a bit annoyed they're not going to be able to play their 10 seconds. APOC is going to be playing against Dynamics still. They need to duke it out for their point, meaning the first game does go the way of the Patriots. Patriots do win their first game of the day. Looking very comfortable, playing very different tactics from what I can tell compared to the rest of the team. Very well balanced. We're going to take a quick breather, and then we're going to come back when APOC and Dynamics duke it out again.
Runner! 20 seconds.
APOC going left to right. This is going to be a very tight game here. We have to see what Dynamics and APOCs can do here. There's going to...
10 seconds.
Dynamics breaking right to left, leading 3-2. Just under 2 minutes to play here. Apocalypse need to tie this up. They lose one. They lose a player. An Apocalypse player loses two with a gun issue. He loses his whole hopper off his gun. No one off on the Dynamics side at the moment. Not what Apocalypse wanted here if they want to tie up the point. Dynamics play being checked by a referee. Apocalypse loses their 50 wall man. Apocalypse really needed to bring this point back, but they are struggling at the moment. Loses another 1, 2, 3. I think there's 3 or 4 down on Apocalypse's side. Dynamics does have the gun advantage. They're being controlled and completely calm and controlled in making sure that Apocalypse doesn't come back here. The Apocalypse has the Dorito
60
1
seconds.
60-second call there. Yeah, Dorito 1, you can hear Dynamics talking to each other. They're moving up on him.
Towel.
Point thrown in.
Hey guys, you both had to go at each other there. You both at each other. Leave it.
Dynamics takes that point.
Point approved.
Towel thrown in by Apocalypse. Dynamics should be leading 4-2 at the moment. Head ref Byron calming the players down as they kept playing a little bit as after the buzzer went, which wasn't the smoothest thing they've ever done. Again, a couple minutes break here before we move on. What was the yellow card infraction there, head ref Byron van Staden?
Which one are we talking about?
The previous one between Brutal.
I think it was a hit on the pack.
A hit on the pack.
I think so, yes. Yeah, I think that's the one we're talking about.
Yes, we are talking about the hit on the pack.
That
Right?
one, yeah, it was for the hit on the pack.
Brutal clearly a bit disappointed they didn't get the 10 seconds to play there, but unfortunately
Yeah.
the rulebooks does state if it's 10 and lower.
1
10
minute.
and low, you don't play.
10 and lower, don't
stays
play.
As is.
So they
Just
just
carry
lose that point to Patriots. They weren't aggressive enough, frankly.
I
But-
don't think so. I think I think they needed to do something big, but
Very good, very good. There you have head ref Byron van Staden. We're going to hit our 30-second marker now for the last one, with the amount of time left for the last game between Apocalypse, or last round of Apocalypse and Team Dynamics. Team Dynamics.
4. Sorry, for you.
Team Dynamics leading 4-2. The time has stopped. We will find out why. We are live again at Super Cup 2017. We are getting a bit of a camera issue at the moment, so the time has stopped. We have cable cameras coming in for the final, so we can give a more all-round perspective view of what's happening. And that rope, they haven't finished setting up, and that rope has completely sagged in on the Dorito side, so they just have to get the tension back up and lift the rope up again. Once they have done that, Dynamics and Apocalypse will duke it out. Remember, Dynamics is leading 4-2 at the moment. There's just about 50 seconds left on that clock. Don't go anywhere. These games are really heating up at the moment.
Twenty seconds.
We are live. This problem has been fixed. Dynamics left to right. Apocalypse really needing to push hard to beat Team Dynamics.
10 seconds.
Dynamics breaking, not very aggressively. Apocalypse coming up. Snake 2, man on the 50. Dorito 1, and then the capable player 2 on the back. I haven't seen any players drop on either side. As I mentioned that, Apocalypse loses 1. Dynamics communicating beautifully. The way they've communicated this whole tournament has just been astronomical. A huge run by Dynamics player all the way from the coach side snake bunker to the snake 50. Ow, more paintballs. This is getting ridiculous. Dynamics loses their snake 50, taken out by the wall of 50 and the Dorito 1 player. It's really tough to look at a field with paint hitting you in the eyeballs. Dynamics have two players on the table in the snake safe side bunker. They've also got a man on the coke can in the center of the field just before the 50 wall. Game time finished. The time running out. Apocalypse not being able to come back at Team Dynamics.
30 seconds.
Team Dynamics winning 4-2. The Apocalypse playing quite well, but not quite able to bring it home. We're moving on to our next set of games. After we put up the new field camera, which should be giving us a very interesting view there, brought to you by Super Cup 2017 and the SARPL, the South African Regional Paintball League. Your next set of teams in Division 2 champions is All Stars vs Patriots and Reaper vs Brutal Affliction. Don't go anywhere, don't miss any of the action. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Super Cup 2017. We're still in the Champion 2 division right here. And on this sunny Sunday at the moment, the next set is All-Stars versus Patriots. Reaper versus Brutal Affliction. All-Stars will be breaking left to right, Patriots right to left. And we're just waiting on head ref Byron van Staden, who's really holding us up. He should be starting the game any second. Not sure when though.
10 seconds.
Big break out there by All-Stars. All-Stars player called straight off the break though. Straight off the break with a yellow flag. So they have to put one hit, means 2 players down for All-Stars. The early morning seeming to make sure they're not quite in it just yet. Patriots lose a player that was trying to move up to the 50 wall. Patriots again staying very calm and collected in the back of the play. Patriots, All-Stars, sorry, lose another player at the back, meaning that should be only 2 of them left on the field. Patriots are aware that the All-Stars have lost a few players. A lot of fire being thrown down on the safe side snake bunker here against the All-Stars. Moving out of that safe snake bunker into snake 2. If I get hit by paint again, I'm really going to be very aggressive about this. All-Stars 2, Patriots not having the field position, but they do have the gun count on All-Stars at the moment. Patriots moving on that. Oh, there he goes. All-Stars loses the player from the snake 2 position, wearing it in the jawline on the mask, meaning that Patriots moves immediately up. Snake 50, there's going to be a big duke off.
Towel.
Towel
Point
thrown.
approved.
Towel thrown
30
in.
seconds.
Patriots win their first point of their second match, meaning that they now are leading 1-0. I'm starting to clean the paint
20
off the
seconds.
mic here and struggling really badly. All the paint leaving the mic here. I'm sorry if there is a bit of feedback from the wipe down session over here.
10 seconds.
Reaper, fan favorite today, coming left to right, Brutal Affliction, up to the wall, Alex Giardini up to the wall, big exchange there, both down from that exchange though. Giardini as usual going up to that wall where he likes to play the most. It's almost like a stock standard thing, knowing he's going to run up to that 50. Reaper does have a play in the snake 2 position. Brutal Affliction have calmed down after that original aggressive play. Reaper on the far Dorito side having a player there as well. Bit of a lull at the moment, no exchange at the moment, but that is sure to change very quickly. Reaper's communication on point. Yesterday they played very aggressively. So far Reaper the only team to take a game away from Dynamic. A few teams have managed to take a point here or there, but Reaper the only team to take a game away from there. Reaper loses a snake 2 position, takes one just to the tip of the head there. Also one in the mask below his left eye. Brutal moving up to snake 50.
Towel.
Towel thrown in. Point going Brutal.
Point approved.
Clearly the morning cold air means
30 seconds.
players still a bit stiff, really needing to ease into it at the moment. It is All-Stars and Reaper's first game of the day. So, Patriots playing their second.
20 seconds.
Brutal Affliction playing their second. The 10-second countdown should be soon.
Ten seconds.
All-Stars breaking right to left. Will the Patriots come up? Head ref moving up, checking a player straight up the back. Pulls a player out. With a yellow flag. Patriots lose 1, lose 2 off the break. Straight there with that yellow flag. Not good. All-Stars communicating well. Remember in the previous round, All-Stars was the team who then had a yellow flag, losing 2, giving the Patriots the advantage. Now almost mirroring the exact opposite in the next round, with Patriots taking all of that. And we'll have to see if now All-Stars can take advantage away from it. Patriots playing defensively. Oh! Patriots moving a player past the 50 wall line and out. All-Stars losing their 50 man. Not an exchange though. It seemed to actually be left and right. They didn't actually know each other, where each other were, but they weren't involved at all technically with one another. All-Stars moving up to snake 50, meaning more faith in my direction probably very soon. Patriots having that temple covered, and it looks like the far Dorito side. Patriots moving up to the opposite snake 2 opposite, and then also the man 50 moving Dorito 1 and Dorito 3. It's a 4 versus 2 advantage at the moment to the All-Stars. They should take the point away. Remember, All-Stars losing 1-0 at the moment. Patriots loses their safe snakes bunker, and it will be their temple player. Now more paint. There he goes. All-Stars are going to move up, going to take the point. There we go. All-Stars hit the base. They're going to get checked by the refs and then move on. Reaper coming across the field of vision in the snake. They're going to go right to left. I'm going to lay down money that Jardini hits that 50 wall as he usually does. The current score at the moment is Reaper 0, Brutal Affliction 1.
Point approved.
Point approved.
30 seconds.
There you hear it. All-Stars now tying it up 1-1 with Patriots. We're going to come back on the 10-second mark. Don't go anywhere. Reaper's going to be coming back with
20 seconds.
Brutal Affliction breaking left from right. Reaper right to left. There, where's my money, people? Jardini up to the 50. Brutal also puts a play up on the 50. A ref checking a Reaper play in the snake 1. Clear to play. Moving on to Dorito 1. Brutal Affliction, a safe side snake bunker. They do lose a player on the far Dorito side. I can tell there's a big exchange on the 50. Jardini gets crunched by the Dorito side, but making sure he takes that Brutal player. There is a yellow
Towel.
towel thrown in.
Point approved.
Point approved. Brutal Affliction go 2-0 against Reaper.
1 minute.
Yes, Reaper going 2 down to Brutal Affliction. Brutal Affliction riding high at the moment, playing really, really well. Really calm, really controlled, making sure there isn't any problems there. The other game is done, so we are in, or not done rather, but there is a minute breather. The 30-second clock should kick in now. Oh, now-ish, sorry.
Thirty seconds.
There we go. Patriots, All-Stars, all tied up. 7 minutes left to play.
20 seconds.
All-Stars breaking left to right. Patriots right to left. As I mentioned, all tied up, 1 apiece.
10 seconds.
Patriots holding 2 on the temple side instead of spreading them out. All-Stars very aggressive. Man on the 50, and then Dorito 1. Then the rest hanging back. They do have that Coke side, Dorito side bunker covered. Patriot player runs straight into the left-hand snake side bunker. All-Stars loses 1. No one on the Patriot side kicked out just yet, as far as I can tell. I'm really loving the Patriots' balance at the moment. They're really playing a mixture of very defensive and then very attacking, keeping other teams guessing. I thought they were too defensive yesterday, but the stats do talk for themselves. The communication on the Patriots side seeming firm and strong. All-Star player gets hit on the 50 there. They lose another one on the Dorito side, so now Patriots again. Now Patriots with a gun advantage again and a bit of field advantage. Patriots player moving up past the 50 wall into those Coke side. Loses his life trying to be too aggressive. Patriots moving up snake 2, wall 50, and they have that right hand side snake side bunker. Finally, snake is popular once again. We have 3-4 players all throwing paint in different directions. All-Star loses a player there. The man 50 moves up for that left hand snake bunker. Patriots want to make sure here. All-Star player out. Patriots player out. Meaning that Patriots still have 2 players to run up and hit the buzzer. 3. There was a Dorito side player, very quiet on the far side, but able to hit that buzzer once he just checks himself clear doesn't want to obviously get a yellow flag there. They do have extra players if that is the case. But yeah. If this point is confirmed, it does mean that Patriots move.
Towel. Point approved.
Towel thrown
30
in by
seconds.
All-Stars, meaning 2-1 to Patriots, just over 5 minutes to play. Reaper and Brutal, 8 minutes 30 left to play. Your 20-second counter.
20 seconds.
Brutal Affliction struggling in their first game, but playing brilliantly against Reaper. Reaper being the only team to take a game against Dynamics at the moment. So really struggling to kick off.
10 seconds.
Reaper breaking the left to right. In the background, you're going to hear all that paint being exchanged as usual, an astronomical amount. Reaper loses one off the break though. Not positive again by Reaper's side here. Yardini up to the 50. Brutal lose a player, leaving on the right-hand side of the field. Brutal also have a player up on the 50-yard line. There should be an exchange there soon. Yardini not a man to hang about when he comes up. He has been knocked out from the Dorito side, I feel. So Brutal moving up into the opposite, Dorito 1, Dorito 2. Big exchange there, taking out the Reaper player. Out himself as well, the Brutal player in that exchange. Reaper does have the Snake 1 bunker to themselves. I'm struggling to see their other player. Brutal do have some players out. I'm just not quite sure where. There hasn't been an exchange for a second. If I'm not mistaken, it might be a 2v1 or a 1v1 in Brutal's favor. A lot of paint being thrown from Reaper Snake 2 to the far Dorito side bunker. Some return fire from the far side, so I don't have vision, but there is clearly a Brutal and Affliction player on that far Dorito side. I'm going to eat some more paint in the face very soon as they start going 50-50 on the field. There's the paint. I'm putting on my sunglasses so I can actually watch through the paint hitting me in the face. A bit of exchange. They're really cross-sectioning the field. It does seem like a one-on-one at the moment. So if Brutal can take this, they take the lead 3-0. Or can Reaper come back with a point to go 2-1? So far, neither of them out. Only a few intermittent. Ooh, Reaper moving up to the opposite Snake 2. Almost where he's trying to cross-section that bunker up a lot, but the Brutal Affliction player will move up. Reaper moves up into the Snake side rocket to try and close that angle. If there is an exchange, it could mean no point unless they can get through it. It's going to be some snap shooting here. The refs closing in like hawks at the moment, watching both players very tightly at the moment, being the center of attention. To put it in context, Reaper has completely moved all the way to Brutal Affliction side. Brutal Affliction player in Dorito 1, the Reaper player at the Snake side rocket. So they're playing just in that central sort of portion of the field on the opposite side of the map for Reaper. Brutal Affliction having to defend base there. Less exchanges happening. Time will be going down though. Still lots of time left though. Over 5 minutes. A few seconds since an exchange. There's one or two, but they're not really throwing down much paint at each other, playing a very tactical defensive game. Reaper curbing their enthusiasm, normally a very aggressive side, taking a calmer here, not wanting to throw away any eliminations whatsoever. The refs circling at the moment like sharks. There is blood in the water. There's some fire exchanged. Very few bullets being popped, and then with breaks in between. No positional changes either from either side. Everyone from both pits is just absolutely watching with bated breath. Something does have to happen here though. This can't go on forever. Reaper doesn't have time on their hands, whilst Brutal Affliction will be happy to wind down the clock. no one going to be willing to throw in the towel either. Reaper not wanting Brutal to go 3-0 up, and Brutal happy to see that time go down, so no reason to throw the towel in there. So we might be in for a bit of a watch here. Reaper player moving up to the opposite bunker now, moving all the way to the Coke side. So literally just one bunker between the two. Reaper player out. He gets snapshotted. Brutal Affliction win the one-on-one, meaning that
Time. 30 seconds.
Brutal Affliction goes 3-0 up. Unlucky there on Reaper, but Brutal Affliction, you can hear in the background, absolutely losing their minds. Playing
20 seconds.
very, very well at the moment. Well done, Brutal Affliction. 3-0. Reaper will not be very happy with themselves. Here's your 10-second count.
10 seconds.
Patriots breaking left to right, All-Stars right to left. The current score between All-Star and Patriots is 2-1 to Patriots. There's about 5 minutes left on the clock. Patriots lose a player off the break. Don't see any All-Star players leaving the field, so they must still all be involved. That Patriot playing is Lardy. Ace is out at the moment. Patriots lose a second in the back, so it might look like All-Stars could come back here. This game being a lot tighter than the previous one of Brutal Affliction and Reaper. Patriots moving up Snake 2 and the Snake side rocket bunker in the center field. Patriots lose a third. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 down for Patriots. There's only one left. He's on the Snake side Coke bunker. There on the back. Oh, and he's out. Patriots getting cross-sectioned by the far side Dorito. All-Stars playing very well. Patriots defense not coming back. It looks like Patriots will go to hit the buzzer, but they do just want to check themselves before they make sure of that point. Still about 4 minutes 15 seconds left there. Now it's all being tied up 2-2. All-Stars taking their time by the looks of it. There we go, the refs will check the player, make sure he's live and clean. Reaper walking in front of me across Brutal Affliction here. Reaper will be breaking right to left, Brutal Affliction left to right. That current score at the moment 3-0. So if Brutal Affliction take this point, it will be a whitewash. Our first
Point
whitewash.
approved. 30 seconds.
There you go, 2-2, All-Stars 2-2 Patriots. About 4 minutes. No, I lie. Yeah, just shy of 4 minutes to be
seconds.
played there. Very tight game there. Brutal will want to be whitewashing Reaper. Reaper struggling to kick into gear today.
10 seconds.
Brutal left to right, as I mentioned earlier, off the break. Alex Jardini straight up to the 50. Can't quite tell what's happening here. Has there been anyone kicked off the break? So far, no one leaving the field. 5-5. Jardini moving out the 50 on the left-hand side. Reaper has lost the Dorita player on the far side. Jardini also kicked out of the middle. Reaper losing 2 at the moment. Now Brutal Affliction, after some patience, moving up to the 50-yard line. And also Dorito 2 and Dorito 1 respectively. Reaper loses another player. Seems like a 5-2 advantage to Brutal Affliction. This is some great shooting here. Reaper just getting picked off. Up to the 50 for Brutal Affliction. Player called out on Reaper with a yellow flag, meaning that Reaper are done. Brutal Affliction win 4-0. They are going to rush up to just check each other and then hit that buzzer. Once, no rush on their behalf, lots of time left. That's our first white rush of the day. It looks like Brutal's going to win 4-0. Still 3 minutes left. They're just checking each other out. Just checking the guns there. Brutal Affliction, very well played. They did struggle in their first game, but came back brilliantly. Very well played, Brutal. The refs going up to Chrono and check everything they need to check. I'm just referring to it as due diligence from now on. There we go. Point approved.
30 seconds.
Point approved. Brutal Affliction win 4-0. Their first win of the day. Very well played, beating a very strong Reaper who were the team to beat yesterday.
20 seconds.
And yeah, There's your 20-second countdown. All Stars vs Patriots. All Stars left to right.
10 seconds.
Tied up 2-2 at the moment with 4 minutes left to play. Patriots go Dorito 2 and Snake 1. All Stars Snake 1, but he's called out. Dorito 3 had a man on the 50. So Patriots with 5. All Stars losing 1 so far, so 5-4 gun advantage. All Star player getting checked by the ref on the far Dorito corner. All Star player moves his far left snake side bunker. All Stars communicating very well, it must be said. All Stars finally having a bit of patience here. It does seem that they have lost a few too many. Will they be able to come back from it though? It just seems that off the break, All Stars have been struggling a bit. Patriots taking advantage of that. But when All Stars haven't struggled and moved forward, they've taken the points, really converting well there. All Stars loses their 50 player up on the wall, meaning Patriots still have a big gun advantage at the moment. Big gun advantage towards Patriots, but no field advantage just yet. They're not moving up too quickly or rushing it. Ref goes to check a Patriots player on Dorito 3 on the far right Patriots side. All-Star player moving up to Dorito 4. Patriots slowly starting to make their way up as well. The Patriots player do think the 50 player out. They don't have vision. They still think there's 3 when they still think that there's 4 All-Star players, but I think there's only 2 or 3 left. I do know they have a Dorito 1 player. I can see his pod sticking right out the back there. The safe side snake player, and I think they have the Dorito 4. A lot of paint being thrown at a 45 from that angle. An All-Star player moving up to Dorito 3. On your screen, you should be able to see the Patriots player trying to cross the field in the snake. Just past the snake 50 position, more paint being thrown into the commentary box. All-Star player playing defensively. Is he out or changing bunkers? I'm not sure, I can't quite tell. I think he's moved to the Dorito side rocket bunker. He's moved all the way to Temple, trying to straighten it out a bit. Patriot play here on the opposite end of snake 50. Patriots moving up to Dorito. Oh, he moved up to Dorito 3, but he took a bullet for his advantages. So All-Star seems quite balanced at the moment. They have the Dorito 4 and the Temple and safe side snake bunker. This snake side Patriot player a bit under pressure here, not having any real options to move. The Patriots player on the snake side rocket not moving up. I can't see the third Patriots player. So it seems that All-Star have actually turned this around. Remember, time is ticking away here. There's only about 60 seconds left, which you should hear in the background real soon.
60 seconds.
There's your 60 seconds. It does look like a 3-2 or 3-3 advantage. I have lost the last Patriots player. There's 2 of them at the moment straight in your vision. You can see the snake rocket bunker and also here at the snake 50. All-Stars has Dorito 4. Temple and safe side snake bunker on the left hand side. Not much gunfire being exchanged at the moment, but this game is really heating up at the moment. Remember, it's tied 2-2, so Patriots playing very defensively again. One of their trademarks, you could rather say. That Dorito 4 keeping eyes left, no one moving on Patriots side. They're not communicating. All-Stars trying to communicate a little more. Or we're going to have an exchange right on the snake side. Right to the snake side, moving up. Oh, and he gets hit. All-Stars loses a player. All-Stars player comes completely round, shoots him. All-Stars win it. Game time finished. They didn't hit the buzzer. Drawn 2-2.
You get game time, eh? Game time. Guys, game time.
Oh.
No
All-Stars
point.
missed
Over
it.
2 minutes.
All-Stars missed it by seconds. They didn't make the buzzer in time. Game time called before All-Stars hit the buzzer. Drawn 2-2, goes straight into overtime. Patriots did enough right at the end there. Not enough aggression being showed, not enough speed running up to hit that buzzer. Very tight. We're going to take a breather and then it's straight into overtime. Very close.
20 seconds.
We are live at the Super Cup 2017, our first overtime of the day on Sunday. All-Stars versus Patriots in the Champions Div 2 division. Left to right,
10
All-Stars.
seconds.
Patriots coming out a bit more aggressively than they have in the past. So do All-Stars. Off the break, I haven't seen anyone go. This is going to be about staying alive, not necessarily all about the elimination. Where will the patience come from? All-Stars players trying to do the jump up on that 50 wall. They have the Dorito 1, Dorito 2. They've also got the Temple bunker and the Coke Center bunker. Patriots moving up to the wall 50. A ref coming in to check a Patriots player. I can't see, they're right behind the bunker. Patriots also have the Temple right at the back. The Patriots player at the wall 50 cleared to play. There is an exchange. He does manage to take the wall 50 player, then only going down. Is he down? Can't tell. All-Stars move up to the wall 50. They still have the Coke side bunker and Dorito 3. All-Stars player is eliminated here on the far side. All-Stars runs to the safe side, Snake bunker and Dorito 3. Patriots playing very patiently, no rush on their part. All-Star player on your screen now runs straight up to Snake 2. They've got the wall and Dorito 3. I can see a Dorito 1 player by Patriots and a Temple player. And I don't have vision on that far Coke side bunker. It's a 4-player advantage, All-Star, actually. Temple player called. Yellow flag on Patriots. This is not what they wanted. Player out, player out. All-Star's going to take the point. There's still a Dorito player. No, there's not. All-Stars gonna win the first overtime of the day. Patriots yellow flag hurting them. They're just getting picked off from their bunkers, not playing safe enough. All-Stars looking confident in their overtime. Very unhappy about that, thinking they managed to hit the buzzer before the overtime time kicked in. But no harm, no foul. It looks like All-Stars are going to win 3-2. They just need to hit that buzzer, and we're waiting for point confirmation. Whilst we are waiting for that, I must just find my damn schedule. It is floating around here somewhere. Someone's stolen it, so I'm going to lop their ears off when I get a chance. We are going to have a look. They're still checking each other. Players still getting checked there, not moving on from there. Base is hit. Now the refs are going to get involved for a check. A lot of checking happening at the moment. All-Stars want to make sure of everything.
Point approved.
There we go. All-Stars,
Game finished.
All-Stars win 3-2. We are moving into our next set. And once I find the schedule, we will move forward. So we are going to take a quick breather whilst I look for it. And then we'll be right back in your next set of Super Cup 2017.
Ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't get me, I be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know you are flying up and wish on a star.
Welcome back to Super Cup 2017. My name is Adam Zawada. That was the end of the Champions Div 2 division. Moving on from that, we are going to be ending this stream and then starting the next stream. We are starting off with the quarters and semis of the Africa Federations Cup. So we are killing the stream, moving on to another stream. How we're going to do the streams from then on is we're going to stream all the semis and then all the finals respectively. I will keep you updated on any of that news, so don't go anywhere. Get on the new stream. Let us know on the stream if there's any problems. We do have social media people having a look at that. My name is Adam Zawada on this beautiful Sunday from Super Cup at the Emerald Resort and Casino. It's been an absolute pleasure. You'll hear my voice on the next stream. Bye for now.